Welcome back to Kearney Creek Farm, and today the best advice I ever got, wanted to share it with you real quick, and it was when you're done using a tool, clean it off, lubricate it if you have to, put it back in operating condition so that when you get to it next, it's ready to go. You don't have to worry about it being broken, rusty, corroded, whatever. It's going to be ready for you when you need it. That includes all your garden tools too. These are a newer pair of Fisker's hedge shears. These are like real clean because they're almost brand new. I think I haven't even used these yet. Yeah, they look pretty damn clean. Might have been used once or twice. But anyway, the reason I don't know if they're new or not is because I keep them real clean. And the best time to do that is right after you use them, while that sap or that vegetation or the gook that you get off of cutting foliage, vegetation is still wet, damp, and it's easily removable. Now, I'll show you these guys here. I did not follow my own advice with these guys. These I actually found recently in one of the totes back here. I was looking for something. They are pretty dirty. They are definitely not shiny. They're very corroded. I'm not sure I can get these clean as those Fiskars, but we're going to try that out. And in order to do that, we're going to use the following products. You're going to need some type of shop towel, whether it's paper towel, it could be cotton, terry cloth, I don't really care. Just something to put down on your workspace to absorb the cleaner. And speaking of cleaner, I've been using this Spray 9 recently. I've mentioned it in other videos. I like this stuff. It's cheaper than Simple Green, but you can use pretty much, you can use a 409, you can use soap and water, some Dawn and some water, good to go there. We're going to need some type of oil. It is the Lucas gun oil, and I like it because it has this kind of a needle applicator there, so you can get it right into the spots where you need to lubricate. Next, we're going to need some type of little brushes. These are just cheap brushes I got from Harbor Freight, I believe, and one is a plastic bristle, and one is a stainless steel bristle brush. We may need a little file, so I got this tiny little file here. We're going to need some type of scrubbing pad, and these are made by Diablo. The black ones are 400 grit. The kind of the purpley maroon ones are 320 grit, and the green ones are 220 grit. And what else are we going to need? We're going to need some ballistol or some type of, what would you call that? I can say protection for the steel. And what I've done is I did a Wrangler star, and I got myself a little metal tin here, a cotton rag, and I just poured some of this ballistol in there, let it sit in there, and the guys are right about that. It just kind of, it's nice because keeping it in the tin, it keeps it moist. It keeps the ballistol impregnated in the towel, so whenever you're done cleaning something, you just wipe it down after you're done. So let's take these are Bond brand. I'm not sure where these come from. They're made in China, I'm sure. They kind of have that look and feel like they're made in China. But then again, what isn't these days? We'll take our Spray 9 here and just kind of spray it on the metal parts, get both sides. And then using the steel bristle brush, we'll just kind of clean away and see how much of this stuff we can get off of the blade. So now that that's done, we'll grab our 220 grit. We'll spray some more on here for good measure. And let's take this thing and kind of see if we can get some more of this stuff off the blade here. Not expecting perfection, just trying to get this down to a dull roar so that maybe next time we use these, it's kind of one of those things where you just kind of keep on working on something. Eventually it'll get back to where it's supposed to be. But by no means is this going to be a restoration video where I'm going to bring these things out and they're going to be, oh my God, he got it all the way clean, looks like factory. No, it's just going to be a good cleaning and kind of like I said, over time, I'll get them back to where they should be. It's just a maintenance issue. And again, if that's one thing other farmers will know, that maintenance on anything, equipment, tools, your own property, It's just it's like a never-ending endeavor. Unless you have a lot of money or a lot of family, it's hard to keep everything at tip-top shape all the time. So I think we might just stop there. I could go on and on and on, but I'm not. Can't do that. So let's spray these down again. And I could go hose these off. I could put them under a sink or something. Yeah, I know that, but I don't have a sink in here. That is one thing I wouldn't mind having in a shop is some type of running water, maybe a sink, bathroom would be nice. Our old place, in our shop, we had a bathroom, a full bathroom with a shower. And that was kind of nice because that way you didn't have to, say you had to wash your hands or go to the bathroom while you're working out in the farm and you're all muddy or dirty or whatever. You didn't have to bring all that crap into the house. You just kind of took care of business. And there goes the dogs. Yeah, the neighbor pulled up in his driveway, and that is cause for concern. So we're just going to go ahead and quickly just kind of clean these handles off here. Because the handles, they're going to get dirty. You're going to have dirt on your hands when you're working. Yeah, I know people are probably going, that's enough cleaner, bro. It's enough cleaner. We're going to use the 400 on this because I don't really want to scratch it up. I just want to kind of clean off the dirt. But yeah, sink would be nice. I could just go ahead and just spray these things down and rinse as I'm cleaning over a sink. But you can't have everything, right? All right, well, that's good enough. Let's grab this and we'll wipe these handles down with some more blue shop towels. That's why I buy these blue shop towels by the case, because I just use the hell out of them. Like I said, you can use anything, obviously. If it's not rocket surgery, we're just cleaning, basically. And like I said before, the biggest problem is just finding time to clean, time for maintenance. But that's why usually, if my wife is telling me, hey, we got to do something, I try to build in and say, well, we got this much time to do this stuff, but I also kind of have to build in putting everything away, getting all cleaned up and putting it back in operational order, like I said before. So let's go ahead and wipe that up. Of course, if I wasn't on video, I'd be taking a lot more time doing this. Now it looks like a kind of a mess. This is when we bring in our Lucas or any kind of lubricating oil, and we'll just open these up. Oh, actually, we will check our blade. So these shouldn't be too sharp. They should just have a nice, kind of hear that almost scissor sound. And that's the sound of those. They should be slightly bent over each other. So as they come together, you'll hear that kind of scissor noise. And that's the noise you want to hear. If you don't have that, that means that your blades are out of whack. One's pulled that way and one's pulled that way, or both of them are. But you want to have that nice scissor sound. And there it is. So we're going to check those blades real quick. I don't feel any nicks in them. I'm sure if I took more time, I could probably get these things all, razor sharp, but I don't need them razor sharp. They're just cutting through vegetation. Okay, now we're going to bring in our Lucas gun oil, and we're going to kind of open these up a little bit, and we will kind of just put some down in there, put some down in there, flip it over, put some in there, and there. Then we'll kind of work those a little bit. These are feeling pretty good, actually. I'm not sure how old these are, but they sure are. They're kind of cleaning up halfway decent. We're going to grab our Ballistol soaked rag, open these up, and just kind of wipe them down. we're trying to do here is just kind of give them a little protection from rust. These are probably, I'm not sure what kind of steel these are, but I'm sure they're not stainless. Maybe in the comments you guys can let me know what kind of blades do they usually put on these things, because I'm ignorant when it comes to steel types and metal and all that stuff. I'm just a farmer slash electrician who pretends like he knows what the hell he's doing. But this stuff's worked out well for me in the past, just kind of doing maintenance on my stuff. Like I said, this is the exception. I had no idea these were stowed away in a tote for the last, 5 years, 6 years. Wipe these handles down a little bit. This ballistol is pretty nice because it won't really make your stuff real greasy or oily. It just kind of just protects the surfaces. And then we'll let them sit and it'll kind of evaporate off of there. But yeah, what do you think? I mean, that's not too bad for a rookie, huh? I mean, sure, they're not perfect. There's still some gunk there, but man, they look a lot better. And these are going to stay in service. Does that say right there? Oh yeah, China. These will be able to stay in service as long as we keep them nice. So now, if we need to do two jobs, if my wife has one of these and I have the other one, we can get more work done. Or if we lose a pair, we'll still have a pair. So that's all I wanted to share today, was not so much the cleaning of these, but more about just taking care of your tools, even if they're cheap made in China tools. With the economy the way it is recently, if you go find a pair of these at a garage sale or something for $2 and they're a little bit rusty or something, bring them home. Use the stuff that I showed you, clean them up, get them oiled, and you might save yourself, gee, how much these things cost these days? I think I spent $40-50 on these. I didn't need to, but I'm a huge Fiskars fan and like to buy good quality. But nothing wrong with these either. These will do the job too, at a fraction of the price, especially if you find them at a garage sale. Clean them up, hang them on your wall, use them, bring them back, spray them down, clean them off, and re-wipe them down, hang them back up, and they're good to go next time. So that's it. I appreciate you guys coming by the shop and watching me clean these things up. And if you got any value out of this or entertainment or anything, please drop a comment, drop a like, maybe even follow, subscribe, and give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys want to see. But we'll see you guys next time.